Good afternoon and welcome back to the homestead. It's getting to be close to spring here in New England and central Maine. One of the things we like to do, or I say we, this is the first time we've done it, one of the things that's common around here is tapping maple trees. Generally speaking, you want to tap a 10-inch or larger tree, and if it's under 2 feet you only want one tap. If it's 2 to 3 feet, 2 taps. Greater than 3 feet you can do 3 taps. The key, I guess, is that you don't want to take too much of the tree sap that it's trying to put into growth away from it, because it'll damage the tree. These 3 trees here are coming down in a couple weeks, so we're going to go ahead and put 2 in each one. But we're going to bring you along for that. So we have some taps that we went with these ones because it's what we could find. Stuff's a little hard to get this year, but these pound into the tree like that, and they take a hose on there, and we'll show you how they work more in depth. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to drill our holes in our tree, and I'm drilling in about 1.5 inches. I don't know what the right depth is. That's what we're doing. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that drill bit. We're going to go ahead and this is where our bucket's going to set. So we're going to put this bit in, and you'll see why in a minute. And here's our hose that we're going to be using, and that pushes onto those barbs just like that. And you could get it on there farther if you needed to. This is a pretty temporary setup. Some people hook this stuff around in their trees and leave it year to year, on very large collection facilities. In our case, this is pretty small time stuff we're doing. So then we're just going to cut this off, and we're going to keep repeating that process. Now you could put T's on these, and we could string all 6 taps into one drop, I suppose. But we're probably going to go get ourselves some more hose. And you can see that one there is already starting to run. You can see the liquid at the top of the hole. Generally speaking, sap runs when the temperature below, generally speaking, sap runs during the day when the temperature is above freezing during the day and below freezing at night. So next week it's supposed to be in the 50s during the day and still below freezing at night. So we're anticipating a pretty good sap run. So we're going to have to go get a little bit more of this blue pipe up in the truck. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. We got our tube. I'm going to put our last tap in. And cut that pipe off right about there. So now what my plan is, of course, to dump all the trash out of the bucket, is to basically just drill a bunch of holes in this lid. And we'll stick those down in the holes, like so. And yes, we made our pipes longer than they need to be, and a lot of that is because the snow will melt and that bucket will drop down a little. And we'll find a big rock or a brick or something to put on this lid. But that's pretty much it. So as you can see, if you look in this one, there's already some moisture droplets headed down that one. It's not really quite warm enough today to really expect to see it running. But yeah, the other thing that we are told is that your taps, you want to start probably, if these are good trees, we might have started a little lower. But I'm told that you want to go 4 inches off to the side and 4 inches above next year. Because this tree will put a healed wound around that. And if you drill close to it, that'll be healed up and the sap doesn't run through that area. So you want to keep moving around and up and down your tree so that you're not in the same place each year. So that's pretty much it. We'll bring you along while we do a couple more. We got a couple big ones in town that we'll do, so we'll go down and do that with you, and we'll show you the other one we've done here. One of the things we've been doing as we're walking around out here is looking and saying, okay, in 5 years, which trees can we tap? You know, thinking about doing more and more here. But anyways, hold on while we get to town, and we'll go ahead and tap some more trees. We're probably only going to put 2 taps in these trees. So I'm probably going to come over here somewhere, right in here. Another one over here.
You can actually see right there where this tree has been tapped in past years. It's been quite a number of years since this tree was tapped, but there is an old hole right there. So we're going to tap all 4 trees in this line. We're going to go ahead and work on that, and we'll bring you guys back and show you as we finalize the setup. Alright, so we're still getting our buckets set up here, but I wanted to show you guys this. I don't know if you can see it up there, but if you follow the tube down, you can see that there's already liquid in it. So that right there is the sap that we're collecting, and that's what will turn into maple syrup after it's boiled. So pretty neat that before we've even really got it set up, it's already doing its job.
Alright, so we've got our 4 big trees tapped down here, as you saw. We put 2 and a couple, 3 in one of them because it's a little bit bigger. And we've got our buckets tied to the tree and our tubes tied in and everything. Sue actually found sap already flowing on one of them, but it's just starting to get around freezing today. So we probably will see some flow today, but this week is supposed to be really nice, cold at night, so we're kind of anticipating we'll see some pretty good flow this week. But I think we covered most of it for you. You know, the big thing is to get your taps, whatever style you decide to use, the right size drill bit. You'll notice I'm using a regular bit because I couldn't get the ship auger bit. So you have to make sure you clean the shavings out of the hole. I just used a screw to reach into the hole and pull the shavings out. And that's about it. You know, you look for the holes you made last year, try to stay away from them, that kind of thing, and secure your buckets. We'll come back and put some bricks on these so that the lids don't blow off. If you know you got a big rainstorm coming, you can come empty your buckets the night before the rain and that way it's not as diluted. A little bit of water in it is not going to hurt anything because you're going to boil it out anyways. It just adds to the boiling time. So we hope you enjoyed that. Any questions on tapping your maple trees, you know, leave them down below. We'll try to do our best to answer them. And we hope you'll come back and join us when we start collecting some sap and boiling it down and making syrup. So we're really excited about that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.